What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back into the Universal Orlando Resort, more specifically Volcano Bay. And here we have some construction going on for the new budget hotel area. As we can see, there's a lot of construction equipment all over the place. And things are progressing pretty nicely, including this pathway leading back over towards the parking garage structure. And then over here in this area, again, more equipment all over the place as they are trying to prepare the tunnel for pedestrians and all the work associated with that. In fact, here's that area where that pedestrian tunnel will be, heading into the park. Alright, so I wanted to talk about this just a little bit more, as we have all the dirt that's been removed from over here. In fact, they've removed probably about 10 to 15 feet, I would say, of dirt, as they are trying to establish a nice foundation all across this area. Again, tons and tons of vehicles still doing work every single day to get everything ready for it. And this road extends all the way back to the parking garage. There's a lot of drainage around these retention ponds, so they're going to be doing something with these waterways, I assume. Don't know just yet, but we'll know eventually. We have a crane over here next to where it goes underneath the road. This time now from a different angle, a little bit further down. We're getting a wider view of the entire area, and then a much better view of that road leading all the way back towards the parking garage. Still quite a bit of activity left to do. Well, it's getting there. And here's a much better look at that crane that's over here next to the road, and what appears to be a drill right next to that pedestrian crossing. In fact, there is the pedestrian crossing that will lead towards the entrance to Volcano Bay. And voila, here is the entry area. And woo, we have some landscaping I can see. So this is brand new. Looks like we're finally starting to put plants in. And then this little hut entry area now has a nice covering on it. Not 100%, but it's getting there. Time now to show off the tower for Cabana Bay, one of them, as we have glass installed down in the bottom couple of layers, right there. And then over at this slide complex, it looks like we actually have a conveyor belt system now, right there. So that's going to take the rafts back up to the loading platform. The water coaster has a little bit of covering on the station area, and there is now a lot of scaffolding on the side of the volcano. So theming is well underway, and oh my god, what is that? Look at that slide, guys. Top of the structure, just about the same, but we now have the drop pods installed for all three of the body slides, and it goes all the way down, and I can't believe how steep that is, but they're installing another piece of the slide right there before it heads into the splashdown pool. We have more of the moldings for the volcano right there inside the wave pool area, and then some new steel going up just to the left of some of those body slides. So this entire area is really busy with work. Again, here's another look at the loading platform and drop pods for the three body slides, and that massively steep new body slide with all the workers hanging off the side of the volcano, and the bottom slide piece right there being installed before it heads into the splashdown pool. This is by far our closest view of the new Cabana Bay Tower, And of course it is obstructing our view of the water park now. But this thing is really getting tall, as we can see. It's probably 2 to 3 stories taller than what it's been since our last update. So they've put a lot of concrete, time, and effort into this area. A lot of steel work and aluminum inside, probably to separate the different rooms. It's looking nice though. A lot of stuff going on inside these towers while the main water park is getting work as well. Glass installed to about, again, 3rd or 4th level. And the main entry over here looking pretty much about the same, but we'll get a closer view in just a second. Of course, our closest view now of the main entry area. This is where the pedestrians are going to be walking up into the main entry for Volcano Bay. This area has not gotten its cover just yet, but this building over here is just about done with it. Of course, we're going to see a lot of theming going into it very, very soon. Cement trucks still all over the place. That building is getting some texture to the outside and some insulation. Tower is, well, it's towering. It's looking really, really tall. And then over here underneath the main entry, again, workers busy left and right. More landscaping just behind over in that area. Well, here is the parking garage that, again, in other updates we've covered, showing a lot of work, and it looks like it's nearly complete. I mean, they have the lights in place. Painting looks just about done. They have a couple rails here and there, and then we, of course, now have landscaping with trees just right outside the parking garage. So very, very soon that's going to be completed. And then here's the slide structure with that wave slide and the family raft ride. Alright, so let's take a little bit closer look now at the family raft ride structure. In fact, we have what appears to be maybe staircases or the support structure for the staircases going in. Wave looks to be just about the same. However, more slide pieces have been added towards the very end before it drops into the splashdown pool. Lazy river, all the cement looks to be about in place. A lot of work has been done over here for what we think will be restrooms. Steel structure going up over the top of the 2 buildings. And there is glass now installed for the buildings as well. Another look here at the structure now going in for what we believe is going to be the stairs for the family raft ride and wave slide. And check out how close this crane is to us right here installing all these pieces. We do now have some texture and theming going on some of the buildings. And we also have some rock work, making it look very tropical island themed right there. Staircases and railings now lead up to the platform for the very first slide complex that was installed at Volcano Bay. Here's a better look at those new staircases. The conveyor belt system again for the rafts to take it up to the very top of the platform. Not many slide pieces remain in the secondary storage lot. And then check out the volcano structure from the backside. What a twisted mess of steel. Slides going all over the place. Top of the mountain looks good. No theming up there just yet, but crews are busy installing all sorts of stuff. And then the main slides, again, diving down into a spaghetti bowl of nothing but steel. Kind of a weird rock formation right there, topping off some of the steel structure. And speaking of steel structures, let's check out that new slide complex that had just started out in our last update. So we have supporting structure for staircases and slide pieces. The big tubes are going to be for the slides. And then what that gentleman is working on is probably going to be for a platform or stairs. A lot of new steel all over the place in this area. We should see slide pieces coming in very, very soon, as primarily most of the work when it comes to slide structures is shifted over here. And whatever this weird thing is, I have no idea, but it looks really neat. Well guys, that's going to do it for another Universal Orlando Resort Volcano Bay construction update, and I promise you it won't be as long till we have the next one, but a lot of progress has been done in the last month, and we're going to have more updates from here from other parks from around the world. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I'll see you out on the Midway.